Hello there, welcome back. It is I, Wizalix, and here we are to play the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. The last time that we played,
あれは19世紀の終わり、厳しい冬のことだった。
later.
事件は霧深い深夜のロンドンの街路をひた走る乗り合い馬車の中で起こった。
I see.
馬車には被害者と容疑者の両名のみ、複数の人間がその事件を目撃した。一体誰が想像しただろうか。この単純極まりない事件があのような恐ろしい結末を迎えることになろうとは。我が友シャーロック・ホームズはあの事件を振り返ってこう言った。思えばあの事件こそは序曲だったのかもしれないね。忘れがたきあの日本人留学生と演じた長い競争曲の始まりだ。
Ooh. A little teaser about what will happen soon. In any case, last time we finished the last episode.
すごい。これって本当に駅なのでしょうか。
駅にせよ違うにせよ、これほどの建造物は見たことがございませんね。
蒸気機関車が
The one about the boat and, well, unfortunately the last one with a certain character. But now we're finally in England, it seems. London. They all speak Japanese. Dang.
それでは官庁街の高等法院へお願いします。
いいとも。あんたたち最近流行りの留学生ってやつかい？
ええ。
そうかい。それなら楽しんでいってくれよな。ようこそ世界の中心、大英帝国の帝都ロンドンへ。
All right. Well. Let's see what it will be about this time. And let's hope that will not another one that we share, that we cherish. In any case, 80th February, 21 past 9 a.m. British Supreme Court, Lord Chief Justice Office. Let's see. What an incredible place. Well, what an odd place. We're to have an office inside a clock, but well, it's so imposing. It's almost suffocating. This place is breathtaking. Looks like a fortress. There's some stone buildings like this in Japan now, of course. They've only been built in a few short decades since we opened our borders to the outside world. An authentic example like this has quite a different impact, wouldn't you agree? A far cry from the wood and paper most of our buildings are constructed from. It's only unfamiliar. Actually, rethink here about knowledge. Well, the fact that they use not stone but paper and everything, so it also make house lighter. And because Japanese, well, an area where there's a lot of earthquake, yeah, it's actually better because it resists more to those movements. However, with stones, well, they tend to break during a hard quake, so it's usually not a good thing. That's also why, well, I think it's in, do we say Middle or Central America? Well, follow Maya. The way that they actually build their house by just putting stones together It's actually way better for the same reason that using light materials. So yeah, it's actually not that bad. It's alien familiar. But I think there's more to the differences than just construction materials. What is this place again? Is it the Lord Chief Justice Office, Naroda-san, in the Supreme Court of Great Britain? The Lord Chief Justice. With instruction to report here this time, if circumstances were different. We're supposed to let the Lord Chief Justice know that we had arrived from Japan. Well, now we'll need to inform him that, yeah, Kazuma can be here. Hey, I'm still feeling bad about this, about Kazuma. But instead, we're here in different capacity. Then voice, report the news of Kazuma-sama's death. Yes, and having delivered his or her message, and the voice duty is done. We would have to return to Japan. We want to remain here in Great Britain, to take Kazuma's place as the law student selected for the study tour. Thank you for the reminder. Yes, which means you need the requisite qualifications as a lawyer, which is what I've been studying for in the boat for the last month. Here in Great Britain, it is the Lord Chief Justice who appoints lawyers. And that's the second reason why we're here, to have you officially recognized as a lawyer. It's the only way that we'll be able to remain here, in London. I hope I'm not too scratch. Let's hope that he'll be cool. Very cool and pretty interesting. Yeah. Ooh. Lion? Oh. I trust you aren't too exhausted after your long voyage from Japan? It seems I'm 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 47 seconds late. My apologies. Oh no, don't mention it. We're never happier than when we're standing around with nothing much to do. Oh yes, again. Huh. I don't know if it works. I don't know. Unfortunate. Introductions. I'm Strongheart, Lord Chief Justice of the British Empire. And I feel like a little mouse at an elephant's foot. Come on, Mr. Naruto. Don't be a mouse. How do you guess? It's an honor to meet you, Lord Chief Justice Strongheart. I'm Ryunosuke Naruto from nearby of Japan. Well, Mr. Naruto. Welcome to London, the capital of a glorious British Empire. Yes, thank you. Oh yeah, can you examine? Well, I read a point here. Well, London. So, what are your impressions of a capital so far? Or do you like London? Well, yeah. I mean, it's been like 5 minutes that we've been here and waited all this time here. I've been so nervous ever since I got there that I can't remember a single thing about the city. It's simply splendid, isn't it, Mr. Naruto? Indeed. We had a wonderful view of some of London's streets from the carriage on the way here from the station. Everything is so impressive and grand. I must say I'm almost lost for words. I'm glad to hear you like it. The city boasts tramways, piped water and gas, even cables supplying electricity. They spearhead every revolutionary new technology in the world. Every visitor to London is astounded. Oh, yes. Astounded is the word. Thanks for saving me there, Sato-san. I guess they're actually talking English? I don't know. It's pretty odd. Since the boat, I guess everything is in English, maybe. Oh no. And everyone seems so jolly and full of vigor. Can be cooler. Yes, there's much excitement about the upcoming great exhibition we'll be hosting here in Japan. London. Oops. Great exhibition. It's been a while since it did not happen. Great exhibition. Well, cultural and technological achievements from around the globe are to be exhibited here in a grand city. It will be the greatest spectacle of its kind in history and will make Paris's World Fair look like a toy shop. I can hardly imagine how magnificent it's going to be. Great Britain's capital city is nothing but magnificence. London is the center of the modern world. Will they not explain what it is? Great exposition. Or should I do it myself? No, not off the date. I just want to make sure that I'm not wrong. Okay, let's explain it, even if you do say so yourself. The Great Exhibition is usually a place where many countries around the world actually join in, well, a city that presents, well, like he said, advancement technologies. And it usually happens in redeveloped cities, such as London, during this time, I guess. The sun will never set on a great empire. It's an actual thing. Perhaps it is fate that in these progressive times will welcome visitors from the land of the rising sun. Well, hello. Lord Chief Justice. I think you were expecting a student of law for this study tour, weren't you? Absolutely. Mr. Kazuma Sogi, from memory serves. That's right. The British government has already been telegraphed a full report on the situation. I understand the young man lost his life aboard the steamship bound for his shores. Amazing, the news reached him before we even arrived. Telegraph? My country naturally extends its deepest condolences to yours. Thank you. The honored disappointment specifically to inform me of the news. Well, yes. We're here in the capacity of envoys from Japan to report the stand news in person. Tell me Japanese are people of protocol and courtesy, and I say that it's true. And it is with some regret that I must inform you. The death of the younger lawyer means this study tour arrangement can no longer proceed. You will just hear us out, log strong hearts. Say it, say it. Do you have to say, madam? It's about the study tour. Mr. Naruto here would like to make a proposal. Hello? Well, here now. Well, Mr. Naruto. This is it then, the moment of truth. Well, actually, I've been studying law. The thing is, Lord Justice, love strong hearts. I was wondering if perhaps you will consider allowing the study tour to go ahead. Don't misunderstand me. Britain will idly like to see the tour go ahead, without a lawyer from your country. There's nothing to be done. Well, in that case, what if there was someone else, and not a lawyer from Japan, I mean? Wink wink, wink wink. I'm just here. Just in front of you. There's something I don't know. Only single lawyer was invited to Great Britain from the country. That was Mr. Sogi. At least, that is what I've been led to understand. Well, the thing is, trade isn't going well at all. Just can't seem to find the right words to say to this man. Come on, you ruin things here. If I'm not careful, what am I going to say? If there's someone else here from Japan who could be described as a lawyer, it's... me? to Sato. Well, me? Sato? Me? Hey, you look really magnificent, really beautiful. And actually, I am too, because I'm a lawyer. Natural. It's me. I can do it. Is that so? I mean, I don't actually have any qualifications as such, but the qualifications you say, and yet you still claim to be a lawyer. I've acted as a lawyer in court before. Only once. As it happens, I had Kazuma to help me, and I was the accused. We're glossing over the details. I've been spending every spare moment on the journey here to Great Britain studying. I've learned all about British law and court proceedings while I was on board the SS Buria. Buria? The voyage from Japan is some 50 days, I believe. Not what you might call a full education. To become a qualified lawyer here in Britain, you need at least 5 years? Not only do you need a university degree in law, you must also complete several years of training. I realize it's far too short a period of time, but I can't just go back to Japan. I mean the promise. Well, he? Ryunosuke. Sasuke's journey had only just begun. Coming here on the study tour was all he thought about. To carry on and do everything he planned to do. I am his legacy. Somewhat? I'm not his kid actually, so it's actually not really a legacy. And it must sound like I have an overly inflated opinion of myself, but I will do anything to prove that I have what it takes. In this you care to set me. Just one chance, that's all I'm asking for. Please. Well, there's actually this case. 21 seconds. Sorry. Opening statement there, Mr. Naruto, was 31 seconds long. Not too brief, not too protracted, a Beverly Judge appeal, I would say. Which is a skill that will stand you in good stead as a lawyer. Oh, thanks. Is that an English thing? In this game? You're willing to put those words to trial, are you? Well, I'm all for entertainment. Let me ask you one thing first, sir. You snap your fingers. Aha. Now look. Yes? You say you intend to do everything Mr. Asugi planned to do. Are you firmly set on that path? Well, yes, that's my intention. I see. Am I imagining things? Or did his expression just alter a fraction there, all of a sudden? Very well. You have your wish. I'll give you a chance. That's to become a specially certified lawyer. Whether you pass or fail is entirely down to you. Really? What form will the test take exactly? Tell me, Mr. Naruto, what do you consider the role of a lawyer to be? Well, defending people, of course. Well said. So let's have you defend someone. Already? Your timing is perfect, in fact. There's an app trial about to begin later today. No advocate has been appointed for the defense as yet. This will be welcome news. Today? Right away? Eesh. You managed to secure a verdict of not guilty. You'll have passed my test. But it could be simpler. How do I get myself into these situations? Well, usually you first need to judge the one that you'll need to defend, no? Well, could I ask, what sort of trial is it? Long Strong Hearts? Yes, good question. I remember. It's a murder trial. Again. An extremely simple case, understand? Where you can't lose. It's easy to say. But I should mention, just in case, the defendant is found guilty. He will of course be sentenced to capital punishment. I mean, death. In Great Britain, murderers are sent to gallows without exception. Presumably you read that much in your short sea-based introduction to British law. But we can't possibly agree to such a test. We will be toying with man's life. I'm the Lord Chief Justice, and I've decided it's acceptable. You can't do that, can you? It's pretty charismatic. I like that. There's no need to overcomplicate things. This. All you have to do is ensure that you don't lose. The defendant may live or die, depending on how well I perform in courts. If I lose, I'll be hanged. Mr. Naruhodo, you've come to me claiming to be a lawyer, right? You want me to take you seriously. Is you willing to do with your you say you intend to see through the will of your compatriot, Mr. Asogi. I would like to understand just how far you're willing to go in order to make that happen. Is testing my resolve? What's the matter? You fallen silent? I'm sorry, but time is pressing. Trial begins shortly. I need an answer from you now. What's it to be? Now or never? Isn't that obvious? Do it. Alright then, if I have to give a decision now, my answer is... Really? Rinosuke, come on, you can do it. I can't get the words out. 15 seconds. Decision making needs work if you want to be a lawyer. It was too slow. No, it's as expected, is it? You have noble intentions, but lack the resolve to see them through. That's his counsel. Thank you for stopping by. When acquire a ticket for passage back to the east tomorrow. Conversation is over. Yes, Lord Strongheart. Thank you for offering me a chance. Maybe if we get to know the accused, then maybe we'll find the resolve to defend this person. I'm sorry, Mr. Sato, but what could I do? It's alright, I understand. You do? It's not an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in these circumstances. The resolve has absolutely nothing to do with it. What are you trying to say, madam? I think what Mr. Sato means is that no matter how badly you'd like to be recognized as a lawyer and stay here in Great Britain, you risk another man's life by trading his one and only chance at the trial so trivially. Albeit totally unforgivable, I feel exactly the same way. I'm sure the defendant won't see the trial as a test, some kind of experiment. A lawyer may fight for his clients in court day after day, and for each one of those clients. A particular day they stand in the dock may be the only chance they have to fight to prove their innocence. I was wrong. I'm not qualified to do that job yet. I'm sorry for wasting your precious time, Lord Chief Justice. It's quite profound. Beautiful. Wait, Mr. Naruhodo. Was there something else? It's approximately 20 minutes by carriage to the Old Bailey from here. If you leave immediately, you should still be there in time. I just say that I was quite serious in what I told you. The defendant in this case, there's literally no one to advocate for him. Like me? Like Ryunosuke? At this point, he can't hope to find someone to represent him. But I will begin without a defense. If that happens, there's only one possible outcome. You will receive the most severe sentence the judge can pass down. That's awful. That is the truth. But does it have to be like this? Please don't expect an answer to every question. I guess we'll know when we'll get there. The cold hard truth of the matter is that there is only one person now with a chance to save this man from a very miserable end. That is you. Ricky's only hope. Ouch. So, what do you say now, madam? What do you mean low strong hearts? Why her? Me? Well, why not her? You said it wasn't an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in these circumstances, and I agree. In my estimation, it's plain and simply a matter of resolve. Time is up here. I have a meeting to attend. I must leave in 2 minutes and 16 seconds. So venture into a great city and enjoy yourselves. Well, see you. He's gone. The Old Bailey. Let's see. We're going to do this, Mr. Naruto. You must leave at once. We must leave at once. Hey, actually, I wanted to talk. And I just ask you something. You are full from this position. I can promise to set a takedown in an instant. No. Mr. Naruto, you had a long, strong heart. The trial starts imminently. If I need to throw you, I will. Or you could just say, I think we should hurry to the courtroom. You need to ask me anything. You had better wait until we are at the Old Bailey. Yes, miss. Sorry, miss. Sorry, miss. It looks really similar to something I saw in the beginning of the game. The Old Bailey defendants in the chamber. Oh, thank goodness, we're in time. It's still 15 minutes until the trial begins. I never knew a horse-drawn carriage could go so fast, but my teeth were going to rattle loose. You hear what I say to the driver when we climb aboard. Get us to a destination in 5 minutes, driver. There's a guinea in it for you. It's one of my favorite lines from the Sherlock Holmes stories. It worked quite perfectly. I'm not sure why you're so pleased, but we're going to die. We had to pay gold for the privilege. Well, at least we arrived here before the trial started. I suppose there's that. Anyway, I don't understand it. Old cleric said the defendant should be here. There's no sign of him at all. You tell me that it's Sherlock Holmes hiding under, I don't know, sofa? This is the Old Bailey. We're in this room for defendants to wait is in his crane. Okay. Are you right, Mr. Naruto? I'm feeling tense, that's all. Please give me the same sense of foreboding that I remember from the Supreme Court in Japan. Oppressive air, almost as if the building itself is going to crush whoever is about to be sentenced. It feels like only yesterday there was the one about to be crushed. Yeah, for once it's not you who's, well... Who's considered to be the murderer in this case. You should be happy about it. Whoever the man you to defend is, I imagine he's feeling very alone at this moment. Well, good morning to you, madam, sir. Oh, hello. What are you doing following me here? Things are fair desperate, are they? Sorry. You look at those expressionless faces from the east, are yours? We're from Japan, yes. Japanese it's. Right, say no more. How much do you need? Well, we're just here because... No need to explain, fella. I've been there myself, so I have. No place to go. Nothing to eat? Only a penny to your name, and all while in a strange faraway land. Well, actually, We haven't found a place to stay yet, no. It's grand, it's grand. Let me start by giving you just 1,000 guineas. Pay nothing now. 1,000 guineas? Is that money here? Please, Mrs. Sato, you don't have to shout. 2,000 guineas is enough to build an entire mansion in the most prestigious area of Tokyo. It's nothing to me at all. I can ensure I have sufficient funds to weather a rainy day. You see, I have enough wealth to buy the city of London 2 or 3 times over. With that much rain even fall in one day. Well, even so, we couldn't possibly have set such a large sum of money. That hit me in the eye. Don't get me wrong, fella. I'm not giving it to you. No strings attached. But I wanted you to do something for me. To be honest, it's a little embarrassing. The rally that's about to begin, you see, is for me good self here. I'll be in the dock. Oh. Exactly what I thought. So now what I want you to do is to defend me. Please come along with me and stand there beside me. Officially, you'll be my lawyer, but that's just a little detail now. Oh well, the thing is, don't worry about a thing. All you have to do is stand up there next to me, nothing more. Otherwise, you see, Trial is going to start without me having any kind of representation at all. That was true. The Lord Chief Justice wasn't just making it up. I'm terribly sorry to have to ask, but does that mean you're the defendant in this trial? Who could it be, if not him? Blustering Blazes, do you not know who I am? Me, one of London's biggest name. No, sorry. We've only just arrived in the city, you see. Like, today. Hey, what about... You know, there's actually 8 hours between London and... well, Tokyo. How do we say again in English? You know, because it's not the same time until you usually get very tired when you just... Well, also they were in boat, so they actually had 50 days to get used to it. I guess so, it's not really that strong. The time... different? Jet lag. Oof. Telling you. I suppose it isn't altogether impossible. Yeah, I guess there's no jets, so no jet lag. Well, just next to Hyde Park there in the center of London is a beautiful park. Sorry, park? What? It's called McGalded Park. For blossoming flowers in the spring and singing birds and whatnot. I guess you're McGalded. It is I! Then to the city, so I did. Entire park in central London. The city of smiles, that's my vision of London. There's nothing more, there's nothing Magnus McGilded wouldn't do for the city and square and all people. That's amazing, I mean, Rick's honorary. That's right, the Ori. But now they've got the gall to say I'm a good for nothing criminal. Me, Magnus McGilded. Gilded? I don't know. What is the matter with the London police, I ask you? Alright, don't pass out. Turn our order. Perhaps now would be a good time to introduce yourselves while the gentleman catches his breath. Good idea. Is it McGilded? The thing is, we're actually here in London to study British law. We're law students on a study tour from Japan, you see. And we're here to represent you. Right, Mr. Beautiful Hat? Can I call him Sugar Daddy? Can I call him Daddy? To put it short. I mean, technically, if he's giving us 1,000 guineas, then I guess it is. What was I after saying? You deaf agent? I've given you 1,000 guineas to stand up there next to me, haven't I? Well, yes, but I wasn't re-offering to just stand up there next to you. Oh, I think I see what's going on here. Sorry, I know what you're thinking. His Chancellor of a fella claims to have more money than the Queen. If that's true, why the Blazes can't be hired the finest lawyer in all of England? Yeah, true. You too, I guess. Because he did it. That's the only explanation. Well, not at all, although it is a little strange, to be honest. You don't have a lawyer, I mean. That will be the fault of the Reaper. Reaper? Who? The Grim Reaper of the Barley, Lord Baroque Van Ziek. Wait, what? Lord Baroque Van Zieks. He's the prosecutor. Full name. The prosecutor is the Grim Reaper. When Van Zieks stands for the prosecution, they call the accused his sacrificial lambs. And to this day, in every single trial in which he's been the prosecutor, the accused has been damned. Let's reach the desperate situation. Oh, it's so cool, I can feel it. But for Daddy, I can do it. But there's no one willing to stand in defense against the fella at all. We'd say he's a living legend of the Old Bailey. Can't call him Sugar, that's weird. Well, that is weird too. Goodness, Lord Baroque Van Zieks. He must be an exceptional and talented prosecutor then. Talented is in the word you're looking for, madam. It's cursed. Cursed? What on earth? The defendant is summoned, and his counsel. Please make your way into the courtroom. Trial is about to begin. His counsel. It will be me. Oh, this time. Well then, fella, don't let me down. But I don't know anything about the case. You haven't told me what happened. Until you showed your face here. I've made up my mind, so I had. I decided I have to defend myself in there. I wouldn't have walked. Then you made an appearance. I stood off low, wouldn't you know? It's no accident. I can assure you of that. It's fate. Don't get cold feet now, please. We don't even have the call record, do we? Oh, we do have an armband. Oh. It's from Kazuma. I literally know nothing about the case. All about this man who stands accused. In fact, the only thing I do know is that I can't just turn my back on him. Well, except if he is actually the murderer, then I guess that's life. Mr. Naruto. The man has no one. He'll have to stand alone in that courtroom, armed with nothing to defend himself. Something that Kazuma will never have allowed to happen. Don't sell for the defense. What are you doing? If you're late to the for the start of the trial, you will lose your right to stand. Let's go. I'll be right there. It's happening then. My first trial in the British courts. I hope you're watching over me, Kazuma. Because I have no idea how I'm going to manage this. Ooh. Look at that, isn't that cool? And unfortunately, it is where we'll stop. Just before the beginning. Ooh, you don't know how to... How? What? No. What? You don't know what the Reaper looks like? And you'll discover it next week, unfortunately. Too bad for you. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you had a great time, and for once I finally did a normal length for this video. It's pretty exceptional. Well, applause myself. Good. Now I feel better. So, I hope you liked it, and I'm glad that you watched it. As always, have a good day, a good night, or whatever, and see you next time to see what will happen during this trial. All is the beginning. It's a murder case. We don't even know what happened. We will look at the cutscene from the beginning and think that it's an obvious case, like they said. Like, they were both in the same carriage, but only one got out. We'll see. We'll see if we can save Daddy. Daddy. Ciao.